Hello, welcome to Undisputed Boxing with me, Ave. I'm flying solo again. My double act is still absent. I'm hoping he's going to be coming back soon, but I did want to just do a quick post fight reaction and review of Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell. Ryan Garcia stops Luke Campbell in round 7 with a left hook to the body. Beautiful shot. A really exciting fight, actually. I thought it was, it was pretty. I don't want to say end to end. I mean, it kind of went as I expected. I wasn't expecting. In my prediction video, I did say that I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Garcia stops Luke Campbell. I did. My official prediction was to go to points, but it did kind of go how I thought it would. I did think he'd have some. Luke Campbell would create some problems for Ryan Garcia. If anything, I'd say I was expecting a little bit more from Luke Campbell, and I think Luke Campbell seems to be coming under a little bit of criticism that he didn't put it on him when he knocked him down in the second round. But I think really I'd probably lean more towards giving, the props to Ryan Garcia. He got knocked down and it wasn't a flash knockdown. It was a pretty, heavy knockdown. And, he kind of took center of the ring again and really kind of picked up from where he left off. Obviously, he looked pretty stunned. As I say, it was a heavy knockdown. He really cracked him with his with the left hand. But yeah, I thought it was actually a really impressive performance from Ryan Garcia, and he's really announced himself now on the in the lightweight division, and he's a star. I think he's maybe 2 or 3 fights away from being a pay-per-view star and one of the biggest American boxing stars already. He's got the following, he's got the looks, he talks a good game, great fighter, great to watch. I mean, that was one thing I was really impressed. I think he's all action. He puts the pressure on. I think naturally he is a little bit more of a counter fighter, counter boxer. But he's shown that he's got levels. He can change the game. And yeah, I mean, I was really, really impressed. I think this was the burning question. Is it going to be as he got it at the world level? And I think he's really announced himself. There was, I guess, a couple of things. I mean, he does get hit, quite similar to Oscar De La Hoya. Interestingly, he does have that all action style, and he is there to get hit. There wasn't a lot of head movement. So he can get tagged, and obviously Luke Campbell tagged him, more than just once. So it would be interesting to see, how he fares against the other, more accomplished lightweights. But I mean, what an exciting division! Really, really exciting division. And yeah, I mean, I thought it was interesting as well at the end of the fight how he was calling out Gervonta Davis more than Devin Haney. Devin Haney, it seemed like in the post-fight interview that Haney was more of an afterthought, and Tank Davis. I think that Tank Davis is really the money fight. I think that's the one that I think a lot of people would want to see. But it's strange how with DAZN and Devin Haney's with DAZN, it was for the interim WBC world title. Naturally you'd think, well, that's the obvious fight, but it seems that there's a lot more happening behind the scenes, and I don't know if that stems from Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. Maybe they've got other plans for him, and maybe there's a little bit of bitterness to what's happened with Canelo leaving Golden Boy and then going back to DAZN and fighting on DAZN. There's clearly something going on there with the dynamic, because both Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya were really kind of they seemed like they were pining for the Tank Davis fight. So it'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I think Ryan Garcia doesn't need to rush into that. It's his 21st fight. He's 22 years old. Why not go in there with another top 10, top 15 contender in March, April time, and then maybe look for a blockbuster around sort of September time. But overall, I thought really, really impressive performance. And for Luke Campbell, I mean, it was kind of what I expected from him. Really, he is a world level fighter. He's not elite world level, and it looks like with how stacked the division is now, I can't see how he wins a world title. So I think he's really going to consider his options, and maybe he could become a gatekeeper for world type for world title contenders coming through. I just don't know if he's got it to. I don't. Maybe he doesn't want to do that. Stepping up to light welterweight, I guess, could be an option. But again, that's a pretty stacked division. I just don't know where he goes from here. But I'm sure he'll take some time out and consider what's next for him. Yeah, and that's about it. I think it was. Yeah, I didn't see any of the other fights. I'm hoping, as I say, Rick will be back very soon, and I'll be looking to do a boxing news video at some point this week to update everybody on the fights that we've got coming up. I think Sergey Kovalev's fight is coming up next. I want to do a prediction on that as well. And yeah, thanks again to everybody for listening and sharing the videos. Please leave any comments and like and subscribe if you like what you hear. Thanks, everybody.